Hey there. Alright, I don't really know what this video is going to be. I didn't really have a plan going into it, even less so than normal. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it, and the last time I tried to show this was the first time I used my new phone to record a video, and the settings were bad, so you couldn't see anything at all. It was really funny, but you couldn't see it, so I figured maybe I would show that to you. But yeah, this is just a huge catalog that came in the mail. A catalog that came in the mail. It came in the mail. Maybe I should do more like actual ASMR in my ASMR videos. But yeah, this thing is really thick. I mean, it's probably like maybe just under an inch of thickness, but right around an inch, I would say. It is a total of around 600 pages. The page numbering doesn't go to the very end, so I don't know exactly. But yeah, it is for RH Interiors. It is a furniture catalog. But I'm still really surprised that they just sent this in the mail. I mean, to ship these out, it has to be expensive, right? I mean, this thing weighs like, I don't know, maybe 2 pounds. It's 600 pages, and these are pretty big. These are bigger than like a normal piece of paper. I don't have a normal piece of paper here to show you, but it's definitely bigger. I would say the height is probably normal paper. I've got a tape measure here. I could measure it. Let's see. I'll do it for you first, even though I can't see what it'll say. So it's that tall and that wide. Sorry, those clicks were probably not super relaxing sounding. I'm pretty sure a normal piece of paper is 11 inches by 8 inches. I think that's like normal printer paper is that size. This is 11. So like I said, I was pretty sure it was the same height, but this is definitely wider than 8. This is like 9 1/4. So yeah, it's bigger than normal paper, and there's 600 of them. So yeah, it's about like 2 pounds. And I mean, if they ship out like, I don't know, they probably ship out like tens of thousands of these things. That's like, what, upwards of like a few hundred tons of catalog. Like tons as in 2,000 pounds of catalog. It's just, I don't know, that just seems really expensive. Obviously, a lot of the furniture in this catalog is expensive furniture, which is also kind of confusing as to why they would send it to this household, because we don't have the budget for this furniture. But I guess maybe they're offsetting the cost of sending this out for free by, if like you send it out to 10,000 people and one of them buys even a single item from the catalog, it's going to be a decent amount of money. But even still, I mean, to ship like thousands of pounds worth of stuff, that has to be expensive. That has to be expensive. I mean, people have gotten really used to free shipping because of Amazon, which is really nice, honestly. But if you ever buy something off of like a website that's not Amazon, the shipping is always really expensive. The number one website that I have experience with personally is Evike. They're an airsoft retailer. And their shipping is so shitty. So shitty. First of all, it's expensive as hell. And it says slow as hell, too. It's like the worst combination. You pay a ton of money, and it comes really slowly. And if you really, really want it really fast, you can pay extreme amounts of money. Like, more than the cost of like the combined total of the things that you're buying for just the shipping. And you can get like 2 day shipping. I've never gotten that, so I don't even know if it is 2 day. I don't know if there's any kind of like guarantee where they have to ship it in that time. Um, but yeah, obviously they don't have the resources of Amazon, so yeah, their shipping is going to take longer, but it is annoying that you have to pay for it on top of it being really shitty. And it's not cheap either. So, I mean, like, I can't imagine shipping out these is cheap, but I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool furniture in here. I'm glad they sent it because it's like got a lot of really cool designs, but it's all really expensive. I'm trying to find. I mean, like, everything in here is pretty cool, in all honesty. But a lot of them are pretty simple. So here we have just like a chair. It's a simple chair, but it's classy, you know? And I really like just the look of the catalog. They did a really great job, whoever did um, all these renders. Because honestly, these probably are 3D renders. They probably are not real photography. Although, well, maybe, I don't know. For shots like this, where it's like just kind of on a backdrop and it's literally just the chair, those could honestly be staged. Those could be real photographs. But the ones that are in like a room, like this one. Sorry, it's a big catalog. It's kind of hard to like do this. Like this one, or well, it's a 2-page spread, so yeah. I think this one is likely a 3D render, and I have a sneaking suspicion that probably almost all, if not all of them, are 3D renders, but I have no way of knowing for sure. It's just too easy to do 3D renders for stuff like this, to get the lighting perfect and to get it to look exactly like you want it to and everything. 3D rendering is used a lot in stuff like this. I think it was like IKEA or someone, like over like 50% of their like catalogs and like showcases of their furniture when it was like in promotional material. Obviously when you like go to the store and you're there, obviously that's all physically real because you're interacting with it. But whenever you see something from IKEA that's like staged in a picture, it was like most of the time those are 3D renders, because it's just so much cheaper to do that than it is to buy all the stuff in real life and hire someone to set it all up, and then you also have to worry about real life lighting and stuff like that. It's just more expensive and it takes longer. So yeah, I'd venture to guess that most of these are 3D renders. But yeah, it's a really cool catalog. Speaking of 3D renders, my last video, which was the 3D modeling video, it was doing really poorly at first. And I was like, okay, well, I kind of expected that. Because going into it, I was like, you know, anytime you try to do something that's a little bit different than what you normally do, at least in my experience, typically doesn't pan out very well, which I completely understand. Obviously, you know, people get used to what you make and they expect that. And when it's something beyond their expectation, they're less likely to be interested in that sort of thing. So it makes sense. So I kind of wrote it off. But then I was checking it last night and it just suddenly started like popping off. I think what happened was, I think YouTube originally started pushing it towards people that watch ASMR, because that's what I make. So they've probably like cataloged my channel as an ASMR channel at this point. And so they were pushing that video into people's feeds that watch ASMR primarily. And those people just didn't care. First of all, the thumbnail doesn't really stand out to a person that's looking for ASMR. Typically people are looking for like a person's face in the thumbnail, or, you know, some tangible object, but it was a screenshot of, you know, software, so it's not gonna interest people. But then I think what happened is it it realized that those people weren't watching the video, and so what it did is it switched gears, and it was like, okay, well, if the ASMR community doesn't want to watch this video, then maybe people that are interested in like 3D modeling want to watch this. And so it started pushing it to those people, and I think those people started watching it more because like the click-through rate went up and the views started going up, which was kind of funny. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do another one of those. I imagine I probably will, just because I enjoy 3D modeling and it's kind of convenient to make a video out of a hobby because you get to do both at the same time. But yeah, I don't know how successful that video really ended up being. I mean, from a certain viewpoint, it was successful in the sense that it got slightly more views at this point than is average for my channel. And it might still be getting views at this point, so I don't know. But at the same time, it's like if people, I don't, and this is something I'm kind of conflicted about myself, honestly, but I don't really know what I should be focusing on, And by that I mean, I do kind of like the idea of having a channel where I can upload basically whatever I want to that channel and, it getting views and whatnot. But I understand the reality that people probably aren't going to subscribe and watch a channel that just is wild in what it uploads. Like I said, people will follow you, they'll subscribe, and they'll watch your content if they like what it is, and they'll only like it if they can like predict it, if they can expect it, if it's consistent. I think that's just human nature. So if I became a channel that just was really sporadic in what I uploaded, it might not pan out that well, but I don't know. With that in particular, maybe I can kind of work around that because I can kind of make it ASMR still, even though it's a pretty far cry from ASMR at that point. But I don't know. Worth thinking about for the future. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably make another video like it at some point, but I don't know if it'll be like a staple moving forward. Who knows? But I can make some sounds with this book. Now that I've rambled on for quite a while, I can make some sounds with this book. Do you like page turning sounds? I don't know, when it gets to the end, you start getting those like where the pages like slap each other and it's kind of loud. I don't know how that's gonna sound. Hopefully that's not too loud. Or if it is loud, it's like not abrasive. I think I've talked about that before, but it's like not every loud sound is bad for ASMR. Some sounds can be loud but still relaxing. It's more about like the intensity of the sound or like the abrasiveness of the sound. So I don't know if that's a sound that's like loud but it's still tolerable for ASMR. I'm not sure. Okay. We're gonna flip. We're gonna flip to page. This one's not numbered. We're gonna flip to somewhere in the middle of the book, roughly. And we're gonna be looking at the Oslo in American White Oak. It is this is an entire lineup. Oslo. You've got the the Oslo shelter bed. You've got the Oslo nightstand, the Oslo dresser, what the fuck is this? The Renee swivel chair. There's no Oslo swivel chair. It's just the Renee Rain swivel chair. R-E-I-N-E. How do you pronounce R-E-I-N-E? Rain swivel chair. And then you've got the Rivage table lamp with shade. It's nice that it comes with the shade. You don't have to buy that separately. Of course, it is $2,000, so I would hope it comes with a goddamn shade. $2,000 for a fucking lamp, my guy. I mean, it does look pretty cool. It's like stone. You can kind of see it there in the corner. It's got like a stone base. It looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. But I would have to have a lot of disposable income to spend $2,000 on a lamp. And we've got the Italian garment dyed textured linen bedding. Wow. I mean, it looks pretty cool. $700. So, that's kind of a steal, honestly. I don't know why I'm whispering. I don't normally whisper, but I felt like it, so I'm doing it. But I'm not really into the Oslo furniture line, but I am more of a Breton. The Breton. Can you see this? It's down here somewhere. I don't know exactly. Oh no, wait, it's more up here. It's right there. The Breton furniture line. Breton, sorry about that. You know what I think of when I hear Breton? I think of Skyrim, because one of the races in Skyrim was Breton. But you have the Breton dining table. You have the Breton cabinet. The Breton dining table. Was that lamp made out of the Oslo lamp or whatever the hell? No, the Rivage table lamp with shade. That's probably why it's so expensive, because it comes with the shade. But it's $1,800, and then the fucking Breton dining table is only $22. I mean, it's $400, but still, I could get a whole table for the price of a single lamp. Why is the lamp so expensive? I don't get it. You can get the Breton cabinet for $5,000. You can get the Breton sideboard. The fuck is a sideboard? I don't know what a sideboard is. Sorry, I'm a peasant. I don't know what a sideboard is, but it's expensive. It's $2,600. It sounds like it's just a fucking piece of wood. Do you want a goddamn piece of wood for $2,600? That could be a steal. Honestly. Yeah, the Breton sideboard. Ooh, that's what this is. This is a great resource for trigger words. The rain sconce, the Anish, wool rug. This just became a trigger words video. The Breton cabinet. But yeah, I don't know what a sideboard is. It might be this mirror. I don't know. If it's a mirror, it makes a little bit more sense that it's $2,600. But that's still really expensive, even for a mirror. But at least there's a big piece of glass and some metal in there. It's not literally just a piece of wood for $2,600. Also, if it was just a piece of wood, what would it even be for? What do you do with a big piece of wood? You just put it on the wall. I don't know. That's weird. Architectural shadow box mirror. Oh wait, no. So that's the mirror. The architectural shadow box mirror is $1,400. So what the fuck is the sideboard? I guess maybe it's the barrowback dining chair, chandelier, sconce, wool rug, the mirror, the cabinet. So I guess the sideboard is this like this cabinet down here. That's I guess those are called sideboards. I've never heard that term before. I always just call it a cabinet. But yeah. It's expensive. $2,600. I don't know. I mean, I know furniture is expensive. So maybe that's like not really that fucking crazy, but it's crazy to me. Victoria Sala. She's from London and she designed the Vittorio collection. That's her right there. And this is the Vittorio collection. It's available in 8 fabrics and 7 colors. I guess 2 of the fabrics are the same color. It's stocked in 2 colors. Okay, so there's actually only 2 colors. They could make it in 7, but they don't want to. So you can actually only get it in 2 colors, and it's delivered in 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks. And if you get special order fabrics, then it is delivered in 8 to 10 weeks. 8 to 10 weeks, Jesus Christ. That's like almost 3 months on the high end. Okay, I think I see what they're saying. I think they're saying that they mass manufacture 2 of the colors, probably the 2 most popular ones, even though they offer 7 colors and 8 fabrics. And then if you want to get one of the ones that they don't mass manufacture, then they have to make it for you, and it'll take longer to deliver. That's probably what they mean. I'm learning so much. But man, what a collection. What a beautiful collection. This is the Vittoria Italian collection. Even though the designer is from London, it is the Italian collection for some reason. I mean, her name is Victoria, which I think is Italian, but I don't know. It says it's made in Italy. So I guess she's from London, but the workers are from Italy. But yeah, we've got a nice modular sectional, the Vittorio modular sectional, starting at $20,000. Except actually, sorry, $20,000 is only for the members. If you aren't a member, and if you're just a regular fucking plebe like me, it's gonna cost you $28,000. $28,000 for the couch, if you want the couch. And it says starting at that price, so that might not actually be with like the whole piece, you know, that might just be like a part of it, but I don't know. Or I guess it says 9-piece starting at $28,000, so maybe that is for the whole thing. I'm not sure. $28,000. You could get like a pretty decent car for $28,000. Like, if I bought a couch for $28,000, it would have to be a couch like so comfortable that I fall asleep the instant I sit down on it. I don't know. Even if I was rich, like, how do you justify spending $28,000 on a couch? Like, that has to be one good ass couch. Jesus Christ. The rug. The fucking rug. I mean, it's a big ass rug. I won't deny that. But this rug, the fucking carpet on the floor is $10,000. It's a goddamn rug. It's $10,000. Look at this mass. Why did I say that so weird? Look at this mass manufactured artwork in the back. You see that? You see that right there in the center? It's kind of hard to see because it's on the seam. But do you see that? Do you see that? Guess how much that is? That's $5,000, motherfucker. Someone just took a picture of a slab of granite, and they were like, "Yep, that's a $5,000 piece of artwork." It's not even like an original. It's mass manufactured. Still $5,000. We've got the Breton cabinet, but we're all familiar with that one. With the Breton coffee table. It's actually only $2,600, which is not that bad. That's a steal. This is still part of the Vittorio collection. Was I saying Vittoria? I know her name was Victoria, but the collection is named Vittorio, actually. I think I might have been saying that wrong. But the sofa, which I guess is like a love seat, maybe, it's only $8,260. So, yeah, that's a steal. You could probably just get like 3 of those. 3 of those would be, what? $2,400 versus, or $24,000, sorry, versus $28,000 for the entire modular sectional. So I think you're better off just getting 3 of the sofas and just doing it that way. You know, they really like making you spend money for the rug. This one is $7,500. Varini wool and silk rug. A silk rug. What is the point of a silk rug? Isn't silk supposed to be like a high-end fabric that like feels super nice, but like it's on the floor? It's gonna get dirty. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Would it be cool to be able to buy these things? I mean, sure, but I guess like only for the reason that like you could, you know? I feel like a lot of these things are pointless. I mean, the furniture looks cool, but like $7,000, really $8,000 for a rug made of silk. Like, why do I care that the rug is made of silk? I don't know. I don't get being rich. Because I'm not rich. The Cloud Track collection. Now we're talking. This is more my speed. The sofa costs $7,000, and it's available in 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 feet sizes, I guess. Like, are they all the same? Because that seems odd if they're all the same. I don't know. But anyway, that is the RH Industries, Interiors? RH Interiors catalog. Hopefully you got a better view of it this time than last time.